So we've now come to the end of November, and at the end of every month I like to actually stop and just look at everything I bought and talk about it for a little bit and let people know why I chose to buy that. And this month I think it's my biggest haul, so this video is going to be long. Now, up until this point, my July haul was the biggest one I've ever done. But actually, as I was looking at my diary, putting this whole pile together of what I bought, I was looking at it like, yeah, this is massive. Like, it's not even just Blu-rays, it's a lot of figures and a lot of pop vinyls. But in fairness, a lot of it was on sale and a lot of it was Black Friday stuff, so I can get a lot of them for really cheap. And as well, I got a pile of Blu-rays here, and we got this store over here called Deals, and they're all Blu-rays like €2. So I picked up a load of them there. So I picked at first they were kind of crappy movies, and it was a lot of like the smaller Lego or Disney, like not Disney princesses, but kind of knockoff like Barbie kind of movies. And I just like, okay, don't really want them. But now they're getting a lot of comedies, and I think they have Dawn Planet of the Apes there now, so they're getting a lot of cooler new titles. So I go in there as a regular basis now to see if they got any other movies. But so far this month I picked up Elf. I haven't seen Elf in the longest time. I'm coming around to Will Ferrell. But beforehand, I wasn't really a fan of him. I kind of find him annoying to be that the only way his comedy comes out is by him just screaming his lines, and I'm not really a fan of that type. But then I watched the other guys. I watched Anchorman, and I watched Daddy's Home 2. Daddy's Home 2 is kind of like the annoying Will Ferrell. But then Anchorman and the other guys are very funny, so I said, okay, it's Christmas time as well. So I said, I'll go back and see if I like Elf anymore. It's December now, so I will watch it this month. I'm kind of hoping I will, because like it's Jon Favreau as well directing it, and I just think he's a phenomenal director, so I'm kind of hoping I like this more, but I'm not really that sure. And then another one for €2, which I was really surprised by. Not only that it was €2, but it also came with a slipcover. But Power Rangers. Now this is the only thing in the actual Power Rangers franchise I'm familiar with. I've never seen this show, I've never seen anything like that, so I've only actually ever seen this movie. I've seen it once on Netflix probably about a year ago. I thought, for what it was enjoyable enough. I thought all the characters and the Power Rangers themselves, they had pretty good chemistry, and I just enjoyed seeing them on screen. So I've been kind of looking to try get this, but I'm kind of trying to get it at the right price. So when I seen it for €2, I'm like, yeah, that is exactly the right price I wanted to get at. So I picked up the Power Rangers. And then last month I picked up, I think it's called Lockup. I haven't actually seen it yet with Stallone, but this month I picked up Escape Plan with Stallone and Schwarzenegger. I've seen it once. I thought it's enjoyable enough, especially just to see these two lads on screen together, which is always a pleasure to see on screen. I heard the second one, I think Schwarzenegger doesn't come back, and then they put in Dave Bautista, and then the next one, Dave Bautista and Stallone are both in it, but they're not really in it, and apparently it's meant to be shot, like you can tell it was shot at different places, and it doesn't really work out. So I haven't seen 2 and 3, and I have no really plans to see 2 and 3, but the first one, it's a fun enough movie for what it is, and for €2 I said, yeah, I'll add that to my collection. And then my favorite comedy of all time, I think I usually go for The Hangover, and Due Date is kind of like a lesser Hangover, but I still find enjoyment of it. I've seen it twice now, and I think it's Zach Galifianakis, I think his name is. He's not as good. He kind of just copies his Hangover character. He's a little lot better in The Hangover, but Robert Downey Jr. is really good in this movie, especially the chemistry these both have, where he just doesn't want anything to do with him, and he just wants stuff to do with him. It's very funny in that way. So it is a Hangover light movie. Like, you can tell it's by the same director and it's the same type of comedy, but it's just, I don't really think it's as funny as The Hangover. And then just because, as earlier I said, I watched the Anchorman last month. Anchorman 2, I said, okay, yeah, €2. I wanted it really badly, especially after watching the first one, because I remember this one being like a surprisingly good sequel. Because you can look at the other kind of comedy sequels that come later on, like Zoolander 2, which is complete crap. But Anchorman 2, from memory, it's a good comedy. So I picked this up. I'll probably watch this in the next couple of days, because I only picked it up, I think it was 2 days ago, so I actually haven't had a good chance to watch it yet. But I'm actually looking forward to sitting back down and watching it, because I remember there's a scene, I'm pretty sure it's in this movie actually, when Steve Carell's character has his funeral, he comes up to talk about himself. I remember that scene. I remember from that point onwards it just gets hilarious, so I'm looking forward to actually sitting down and watch this movie again. And then my last €2 pickup this month, Tropic Thunder. I haven't seen this movie, but I have really wanted to watch it. Like, I seen it on Amazon on Amazon, but it's not shipped to Ireland, so I've been kind of like, okay, I really want to watch this movie, especially because it's meant to be hilarious. The characters, the actors, like, I love Ben Stiller. I wish he would do a lot more comedy, because I love his Meet the Parents franchise. I love the first one. The second one's good, but it's not as good as the first, and I think the third one's complete crap. It's the only one on Netflix, so I have watched it recently. And Zoolander as well is also one of my favorite comedies of all time. So just have Ben Stiller here, RDJ, doing blackface, which I don't know if his character is actually black or if he's just doing blackface, but either way I do want to see how that plays out. And Jack Black, sometimes he's kind of a hit and miss for me as well, same with Will Ferrell, but I'm kind of hoping he's good in this, because the last thing I seen him in was Jumanji, and he was great in Jumanji, so I'm kind of hoping he's good in Tropic Thunder. And then last month I got Toy Story 4 came out, as well as that cool new Toy Story 1 steelbook. So this month, Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3. I think 2's front cover artwork is probably the best. It's probably the same, the back cover, but Toy Story 1 is still the best inside cover artwork. But that's the front cover for Toy Story 2. I just love how they're all on Bullseye celebrating. And then you got Andy's footprints, or Andy's name on both Woody and Buzz's footprints. And the inside cover artwork, it's cool, but as I was thinking, could they done anything better? But no, they really couldn't do anything better for that inside cover artwork. I just think that is cool, but I couldn't think of anything they could have done better, unless it was actually Woody, Jesse, Bullseye, and the Prospector on top of the record. But I don't think that is pretty iconic and cool. But that's the front cover then for Toy Story 3. It's them getting out of the box, and then it's got Lotso in the back. And this as well, I was thinking for a better one. I think maybe a better one, I think, would have been all the toys sitting on Bonnie's driveway, her actual step in her driveway. But they decided for this one, this is pretty cool as well, because it shows all our characters. But it's cool, but I just think that whole Bonnie one would have been a lot better. Same as the way I said with Toy Story 4 last one. I always thought Buzz holding the key is a bit weird. Like, why would that be the inside cover artwork when you could have made Woody and Buzz hugging, which I thought would have been a lot better to have as the inside cover artwork. But these, I love these. I wish Toy Story 4 kind of copied this artwork, which I imagine they will in a year's time. And I will, not reluctantly, but I will of course buy Toy Story 4 just so I can have them all in this kind of cover artwork, because I have them all. I have all 4 of them displayed on top of my Blu-ray shelf, so it goes 1, 2, 3 all perfectly in the same, and it goes 4, and it kind of bothers me that how different it actually looks. But I love that kind of cover artwork. I love how simplistic it is. I've seen they've released a lot of the other Pixar ones, so I probably would pick up some of them if they come out. Maybe Ratatouille, I like the looks of that one, so maybe the ones I really like, I'll get it. But like the other ones like Finding Dory, I already have a steelbook of that one, so I don't think I'll re-buy that one just for the new steelbook artwork. And then as well, we got this month The Irishman, so I picked up Goodfellas. I haven't rewatched it. I haven't seen this movie in years. I don't know why I haven't seen this movie in years, because I remember loving it the first time, but I haven't actually gone back to rewatch it since picking it up. But I love these slipcovers that they've been doing. I think I've got Goonies and the Gremlins in this, but I love how it has a name, has a year came out on the side, and it's got some quote from the movie. I just think and it's just a simple artwork here. I've seen they've got a Mad Max Fury Road one, which I probably will pick up. I just haven't actually got around to do it. I might pick that up today so it might be in my December haul. But Goodfellas, I'm looking for it. As you can say, it is still in the plastic. I probably will get to it at some point this month, because this is a phenomenal movie, especially after watching The Irishman. That's the reason I picked it up, because I was just so hyped after watching The Irishman. I wanted to watch Goodfellas, but I haven't watched it yet. And then next up, it's a horror movie. I picked up The Conjuring. I started this movie once. I think I got about 40 minutes into it, and I just really wasn't that pushed, so I just kind of switched it off and haven't gone back to it. Because when it comes to horrors, I prefer, like, I really enjoy slashers where you can tell it's like Michael Myers, you got Freddy Krueger. They're my kind of horrors. The Conjuring, where it's just someone getting possessed, and I'm not really a fan of those. I don't really think they're scary. I don't really like them. But everyone goes on about how good the Conjuring franchise is. So I've seen this for cheap, so I'm like, okay, as well, it has a really cool slipcover that was that gave me the wink and a nudge to actually pick it up, was the slipcover, how cool it is. So I picked this up. I haven't actually watched it yet. I probably will, maybe not this month because it's Christmas. I kind of want to get all the Christmas movies. But maybe in January I'll sit down and watch this. And if you ever see me watching The Conjuring 2 or picking up The Conjuring 2, you know I actually enjoyed The Conjuring. Because I think we're getting Conjuring 3 next year, so I probably will. Kind of, even if I don't like Conjuring, I probably will force myself to watch the second one just so I can go see a Turban cinema. But I don't know. I haven't. Just from what I've seen, I'm kind of reluctant about going back again. And then, as you've seen on my channel this month, I did the Scooby-Doo movie Scoob trailer. My thoughts on it. So after that trailer, I was really hyped about Scooby-Doo, so I picked up the complete Scooby-Doo movies. I've only actually gone back and watched the Batman and Robin one, and the animation is not as good as I remember it being. I remember it being really good animation, but like especially that troll sequence when you got the penguin, he's moving around the bridge. I remember that being so much cooler than it actually was, but it was kind of let down about how kind of dull it kind of was. I wasn't expecting it to be as bad as it was, but anyway, I'm going to go back and watch a lot more than there, because I didn't realize there's like 23 movies in there. It's like 23 movies within 2 discs. I was shocked to see that. I was expecting it to be a lot bigger than it actually was. But I kind of just, these aren't the Scooby-Doo movies I really remember going. I remember like Zombie Island, which I wish had a Blu-ray release, because I would pick that up in the heartbeat. As well, I've got the what's it called? Cyber Chase, I think it's called. I've got that in my Amazon list, and I probably will buy that eventually. But Zombie Island was my favorite. I wish they had a Blu-ray release of that one. And then this movie, Beetlejuice. I absolutely adore this movie. I've only seen it once, but I enjoyed it so much. The thing I took from this movie was that Beetlejuice is not in it much. He's not. I was very shocked to see how little he actually was in it, and the biggest shock as well was Alec Baldwin is in this movie, and I just didn't realize that was him, because like he kind of has the same, he looks the same like him, but he just doesn't really look enough like him. So I was kind of taken back by it. So I actually really enjoyed the movie, and my choices were either wait 3-4 weeks for the Blu-ray or the Steelbook to actually be released, so I can get this one, or I can get a slipcover in the same way the Goodfellas one was. But I thought, no, that Steelbook is pretty cool. I'll pick up the Steelbook, which I'm kind of glad I waited for now, because I think this Steelbook was actually cheaper than getting the Blu-ray, so I went for the Steelbook. And as well, I think this is probably the most expensive pickup of the month, but Spider-Man Far From Home. I was waiting, I think it was 3 weeks. This only came the other day, and it came out on the 11th in Ireland. So I'm really excited to go back and watch this, just because it came the other day. I actually haven't been able to sit down and rewatch it, but I remember walking by all the movie stores. I'm like, okay, Spider-Man's there. Let's just buy it. I don't care if I have 2 copies of it. I'm like, no, Ocean, just wait. It'll be here soon. And it finally came, and I'm really glad, because I really do want to sit down and watch this again. But I love the front cover artwork and the back. I didn't actually look at the artwork for this one. I kind of wanted to be surprised as I opened it up to see what the artwork was going to be like, and I have to say I was not let down at all. I kind of wish, though, it kind of kept sorry, I kind of wish it kept the same kind of cover artwork design as Spider-Man Homecoming, where I had the whole like in the front it was Spider-Man and Iron Man, in the back was Spider-Man and Vulture. I kind of wished it kind of kept that kind of cover artwork. But the disc artwork is pretty cool. It's got Spider-Monkey, and it's got the Iron Spider. I'm not going to take the discs out because it's just web, which isn't as cool as you would think. But I love the 2 disc artwork, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to rewatching this in 4K to see if it looks good. And I want to know, is this movie as good as I remember being? Because as of this moment right now, this is my favourite Spider-Man movie. I kind of hope it stays in that and doesn't kind of move at all. But we have to wait and find out. We're almost at the end of this Blu-ray pile, but I also picked up Wizard of Oz, because I remember seeing Judy. I'm pretty sure it was in October I seen Judy, and then I went to go see how much I can get the Wizard of Oz for, and I seen, oh, the 4K is coming out in 3 weeks. I'll just wait for that. So I picked up the 4K Steelbook, which, yeah, it's an alright Steelbook. I like the front cover artwork. I like how it continues on to the back, and the inside cover artwork, it's okay. I thought as well, I feel like I complain about the inside cover artwork a lot, but I thought maybe if it was just all 4 of them walking along the yellow brick road, that might have been better, rather than just having Dorothy and the Scarecrow. But as well, I haven't actually gone back and watched this yet, since my plan was literally as soon as I came to watch it, but that never really pans out for me. So I'll probably, with Christmas coming up this month, I probably will sit down and watch Wizard of Oz, because this for me it feels very much like a Christmas movie. So maybe sometime this month I might sit down and watch the Wizard of Oz. And then, okay, so we got 3 movies left. I picked this up yesterday for Black Friday, and it only came out on Black Friday, and it was €10. So I said, okay, Hobbs and Shaw. I wasn't actually really expecting to pick this up day of, but as I was walking around the store, they have all these TVs around the place, and they just put the latest release in, and they just let it play out. And as I looked up to the screen, it was the scene when Hobbs and Shaw were being tortured by Idris Elba's character. I'm like, yeah, that was a pretty cool scene. And then I'm starting to think about the whole movie, like, yeah, that was a pretty funny movie, especially all the cameos throughout this movie. Like, I wasn't expecting any of them, and they were all hilarious. So I'm actually looking forward to sitting down and watch this again. And I think if I enjoy this stuff, since I've seen this movie, I've had the Fast and Furious 8 movie collection in my Netflix basket to buy. I haven't actually bought them yet, but especially before 9, I probably will pick them up, and I want to because I might rewatch them all leading, because all I watched leading up to this was 7 and 8, just because that's the only one that has Shaw in it. So I might go back and watch them all, because especially from 5 onwards, when The Rock comes in, that's when they get really fun. But this movie here, it was just amazing. I couldn't get over how, like, it was a real switch off your brain kind of action movie, which is my favorite action movie to have. I like action movies, but I also like the ones I can just switch off my brain and just enjoy it, and this is 100% what that kind of movie was. And then I think I'm going to see this today, or I know I'm going to see Knives Out today. And I might see Knives Out and Charlie's Angels, but 100% Knives Out. But I picked up the Charlie's Angels double pack, and I don't like these movies. I seen the first one. I'm halfway through the second one just because I had to switch it off because I just couldn't watch it anymore. I'm not a fan of these. These are the comedy. I didn't laugh. I think I laughed once or twice in the first one, and the second one I haven't laughed at all. I don't think they're funny. I don't like the premise of these movies. I don't like. There's nothing about these movies that actually makes me like them. So I think when I'm done, after I see the new one, I'm gonna do a ranking of all 3 of them, and then I think I'm just gonna sell this movie because I don't really have any ambition to watch these again. So it's just gonna be taking up like space on my shelf, so I probably will just sell these movies. So that's not a good sign when I only bought this month and I already want to sell it. I don't really like these movies. Okay, this is the last Blu-ray pick up of the month. The Expendables trilogy. I had seen halfway through 1. I was enjoying it. My girlfriend wasn't, so we switched it off. But I, like, as I've said many times, I love Stallone, and just the actual actors in these movies. Like, look at the cast. And it's just every movie, it seems like they add another big actor on. I'm really excited to go back and watch these again, just because I love action movies, and these are the main action guys. When I think of an action movie, these are the guys I think about. So I'm looking forward to actually going back and watch these Expendables. I've never seen them, but probably once I watch them, I'm gonna probably do a ranking of them as well. They're action movies. It's Stallone is the main character. I think they're planning on doing a 4th one. I heard 1's good, 2's okay, and 3 isn't the best. But I am looking forward to watching these. And then I also picked up a lot of Funko Pops, and a lot of these, right? So a lot of them were below €10, especially I think majority of them were €7 each. So I went to Amazon for Black Friday, and after seeing Frozen, which I've done a review of, and you know I enjoyed it, I wanted Elsa, and I was looking at like €7. I'm like, Anna's also €7, and you can't really bow with them. So I picked up the 2 of them. I remember when Frozen first came out, I was actually gonna pick up Anna back then, but the one like that, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because this one just looks so much better. Like, you see all the freckles on her face, and then the Elsa. I probably will open these, but these with Olaf. I don't think I'm gonna get any of the other ones. Maybe Kristoff, but I don't really like the way he looks. Like, he's got wrong way. He's got his guitar. I don't think that anyone else on this packaging here that I'm gonna pick up. Maybe Sven, because I like the look of him, but as well, I'm not really that sure if I'm going to. And then two other ones that I picked up that were €7 each on Amazon. Like I said, you can't get one without the other. Ducky and Bunny. These two are probably the funniest part about Toy Story 4. And when it comes to the Toy Story Pops, I want to get them all, because when they first released them back in 2015, I picked up Rex and Buzz. And I swapped. My brother picked up Woody, and I gave him 2 pop vinyls for Woody, so now I have all 3 of them. But you can't get Ham anywhere at a reasonable price. They're about €60, and I don't want to pay €60 for a pop vinyl. So now, when it comes to Toy Story Pops, I want to get them all as soon as they come out. Like, the only one I'm missing now here, I don't have the Alien, and I don't have Comeback Carl Jr., but I'm not going to get Comeback Carl Jr. because I don't really care enough to get his character, because for me, he is not really a character. He's just kind of a little side. He's a small gag, which I don't really care about. But Alien, he's probably on my list to get. I'm just looking at this now, like, I don't have Alien, like, I've got to get Alien. So now I've got Ducky and Bunny, which of course you can't get one without the other. I'm just kind of disappointed Funko just didn't make one pop box the same way they did for Pain and Panic, and just have a pop box and they're holding hands the way they are in the movie. I just kind of wish, like, why didn't they do that? But in saying that, that means they're only getting half the money, so it kind of makes sense why they're not doing it. And then you've probably seen this in my background of my Mandalorian reviews, which episode 3 is coming tomorrow. But the Mandalorian Funko Pop, I wanted to get the Black Series figure, but he's up to about €100 now, and they're not selling it anywhere. I thought they'd have it in the Disney store, but they don't have it anywhere, so I just had to pick up the Funko Pop, which is saying that it is pretty cool. And the ones in the back, I probably will pick up IG-11, especially after episode 1. I just thought he was great in that episode, so that's probably on my list to get IG-11. The other 2, I'm not really, we haven't actually got to see Cara Dune, I think her name is. We haven't seen her yet. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce the other guy's name. I like his character, but not enough to buy a figure of him, so probably not. Maybe IG-11, I've actually seen the Black Series figure of him, and he looks pretty cool, so I might get the Black Series one instead of the Funko Pop. I don't know yet. And then last on my list, for €10, I got Spider-Man his stealth suit. I'm trying to pick up all the Spider-Man pops I can, just because he's my favorite comic book character of all time, and he's just all the pops are different compared to, like, if you get the Iron Man pop, they're all very similar in a way, just kind of a different pose. Where the ones for Far From Home, like, you've got Spider-Man in his hero suit, you got Spider-Man in his stealth suit, and then the upgrade suit, and they're all like, they're not just all standing there, they're all in different poses, which is pretty cool. I've also got Spider-Man in his Iron Spider suit from Infinity War. I've got Spider-Man in his yellow jacket with the headphones on from Homecoming, and then I think the Spider-Man in Instant Kill Mode, that's a pretty cool pop looking, but that's coming out in January, so I'm probably going to pick that one up because that looks pretty cool. And then I'm going to go for the games I picked up this month. Like, let's see, there's still a good bit left to go. Jedi Fallen Order, I actually haven't played this yet, because I got also another game this month I have been playing a lot more, but I wanted this in PlayStation. I literally walk up to the counter with the PlayStation and he goes, oh, sorry, I just don't let me. Okay, do you have any Xbox ones? Cause, like, my plan was to actually play it at night, so I was really excited about it, but I just haven't played it. Like, the game is still on my Xbox, because I haven't been playing Xbox lately, I've been playing the PlayStation, but I probably will go back to it, because from what I've played of it, I think I played the first level, and it's pretty good. It feels like a large game, just from that very first level, so I probably will go back to it, maybe tonight, because I'm almost done Uncharted. This game is, oh my god, I didn't think I'd enjoy this game as much as I did, but it was so cheap. I'm like, okay, I'll pick it up, and this game is phenomenal. This game, as I said, this game is large, this game is massive, and the stuff they have you doing in this game, I didn't think they would have you doing, but I've been loving this game so far. I don't know if I'm close to the end. I haven't, like, actually googled how many stories there are. I'm on story 17, I think. It's when you go back to Nathan being at the younger age again. Let me know down below if I'm close to finishing the game. I kind of think I am, because it feels like we keep going to a place now we're sent somewhere else. So I think we're almost done the game, but either way, this game is just phenomenal. And then I picked up 3 figures, and then that's it. But I picked up, when I was before the Mandalorian came out, I wanted to get some, like, Mandalorian stuff in my background, but I couldn't find anything, so I just said, okay, I'll just pick up Boba Fett. And then I left the Disney store and I went into a comic book store and I seen the Mandalorian pop, and I'm like, okay, I'll get the Mandalorian pop. But I just think that's such an awesome figure. Like, look at the detail on him. I just think he looks so cool, and I'm really glad I actually did pick this up, because, like, I don't think he's not in the Disney store anymore, so it's kind of good that I got him when I did. But I think as soon as this season is over, I'm going to open this up and display him, because I think it looks better to have the actual figure in the packaging in the back rather than just the figure standing there. So maybe, well, as soon as the season's over, I probably will open this, and I'm actually really looking forward to opening this one, because I just think it's pretty cool. I think he'll look pretty cool displayed. And then I'm a pretty big fan of these Marvel Legends figures. Now, I already have an Iron Man and Captain America, but the Iron Man one I have is from Infinity War, and he looks really plastic and crappy. Or I thought this one just looks so cool as well. I decided I'm gonna start picking up that Thor Bowski, because I just think he looks pretty cool. So I'm probably gonna start picking that up. So I said, okay, like, of course, like, spoiler warning for Endgame, but, like, he dies, so we're not gonna get any new Tony Stark Iron Man figures from, like, the newer one. So this is the last one we're gonna get. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna pick it up. And then as well, picked up Captain America, because I have the Captain America from Infinity War, but that figure I think is terrible. The only reason I picked it up was just so I can get the Build-A-Fig piece, because I wanted to build Thanos at that stage. I've built Thanos, so I only bought that Captain America so I can get, I think it was his arm with the Infinity Gauntlet, so I needed that one badly. So okay, I see this, like, yeah, that's a classic Captain America suit, and look, he's got that actual shield, which he doesn't have in the Infinity War one. So I said, okay, I'm picking this up, and it's pretty cool. And I've got both of Thor Bowski's arms, and I think probably Arm Patriot next week, because I seen that, and that one is massive. I couldn't get over the detail and actual look of the Arm Patriot, so probably next week will be the Arm Patriot, because I think I'm going to try get at least one a week, because they've got them all in the Disney store, so I want to get them all before they're actually sold out, and then I can actually build Thor Bowski, which looks like a really cool figure. But so that's everything I bought this month. Let me know what you bought down below. Also, let me know what your favorite thing I bought was down below. Click that subscribe button so you can come back to see other hauls, movie reviews, and rankings. I do all that kind of stuff on a almost daily basis. But as always, thanks for watching.